is up, Huddle Gang? Welcome back to the Lux Saga live stream. My name is Jacob, and we are currently now finally in our bigger space. Lots of cool things coming to the stream. There is an echo. Yes, that's the next step. A lot of new things coming though. Echo's gonna be, oh wait, you're probably seeing echo from the audio. Jacob is streaming in his hotel room. Good one. You're probably gonna hear an echo of my voice though. So hopefully it's not too bad. Let me know. We're gonna be working out some kinks. We're gonna be working out some kinks in the next week, okay, guys? Right now, we're only streaming to the main, we're just streaming to the main channel right now, okay? So there's not much besides that we're streaming to. We're just streaming to the main thing for now, and then we will get to the vertical streams later. But we're back, so good afternoon. Guys, over the weekend, some interesting stuff. The ETH weekly chart was pretty solid. It closed up around almost 3,900. It almost broke the 4K level. Almost broke that 4K level. You sold your ENS? You sold your ENS, brother? I was thinking of the other one. Gold, man, is bouncing, which is nice. We'll go over that here in just a second. Man, I gotta get used to this echo. I gotta get some foam around me somewhere. Yo, Pat, what's up? How you doing, man? You need me today, Punk Channer? We'll talk about it too. Yeah, so a few updates to the stream for sure. We're gonna get going on. Yeah, we got space now. We can walk around and do fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that. I got another. I'm possibly gonna set up the other camera here soon, and we might get a big Pepe wheel. Actually, might get a big Pepe wheel, which would be kind of cool. On the news front, though. Guys, this is huge, by the way. This is huge. Look at this. Oh, I have to get rid of the chat box. See, look, little kinks I got to get working. Little kinks I got to get rid of. Look at this. Really quickly. Sorry. Let me make sure I got everything set here. That was the thing. That's why I'm late, guys. Getting everything set up and moving it from, even if it's just to a different place in your house, is kind of insane. So y'all are my demos today. But yeah, so here you go. Starting today, U.S. stocks will settle the next business day. For those of you that don't know, it used to be T+2. So this is insane. This should open up day trading. This should open up day trading. I'm almost positive. BK, can you confirm? If it's T+1, that means overnight settlement, right? It's same as options. Option time, I'm pretty sure, is T+1 as well. So guys, we might all be able to be just day trading now, no PDT rule. I mean, I'm shocked it took them this long for that to do that. So come back next day. Yeah, that's money. So if you have, that's money. If you have margin, you're probably going to suffer PDT problems. But if you're not trading margin, you're trading cash. Looks like you could trade shares. No problem. Can Bitcoin break through 71,300? We're about to go over that here in just a second, my friend. About to go over that here in just a second. What's up, Huddle Gang? How we doing? Welcome back. Again, updates throughout the week on the stream. I have the top 10 leaders. I forgot. I literally at the last second forgot to put them in on the leaderboard. So tomorrow we'll pick that winner. I want to do like we normally do. I want to have the leaderboard up. I forgot to put on the online leaderboard. So tomorrow we'll pick our winner. Our Friday winner. Sorry, I've been setting all this up over the weekend. So we will. I just responded today to our Friday giveaway winner. So make sure you check out your Discord. If you didn't get anything, just message me again on Discord. I promise I'll get back to you. I'm pretty sure I messaged everybody though. Besides that, guys, we saw that an all-time high on the National Home Price Index. Markets are down today. Markets are down today. Let me see here. I need to adjust this. Let's go right here. Boom. There we go. So as you can see, the ES here down just a tad, not much. 6 points. Pretty much break even on the day. But Bitcoin and Ethereum really not doing too well today. But the weekly chart's still pretty solid, right? We got a lovely closure on the weekly. The weekly closure was up over last week's high, which is what we wanted, right? Ended up closing on Bitcoin's chart at around 68,473. So watching to see if that continues to close or not is big when it comes to those weekly closures. Solana had the craziest weekly closing chart. Like, that was nuts. Everybody else, like see this massive wick to move to 190 and it closed red. It's like, kind of like that thing went crazy. So we'll be going over that more here in a bit as well. But besides that, I mean, ETH was another obviously big news last week with the ETF approval. BK, do we have any updates on the ETF, when it's going to launch, the ticker symbol, stuff like that? Can you send me that tweet? T-note auctions were spicy. Can you send me the tweet if we have something on that? Yeah, it did move to roughly 190. ETH though, almost breaking out of 4K. But remember, on the weekly, we just wanted to see it close over this price point. So it being red on day one for the week, it's not bad. It being red on day one for the week is not bad at all. Like, that's pretty sick, right? The fact that it closed up over that weekly level we were looking for, the 3,730 or whatever, absolutely smoked it. So that on Ethereum is money. We'll be diving into these charts very shortly. Besides that, guys, another Fed saying that rates could stay on hold for an indefinite period of time. I mean, they have full control over this. It could stay on hold. It could, it could be cut. I mean, there's so many things that can happen. Indefinite time, that's kind of crazy. I think he's just trying to kind of simmer down on the cut talk more so than saying that's never going to happen, right? Yeah, we'll see about that. Besides that, guys, more companies holding Bitcoin as the best use of their excess cash, right? So it's good to see more and more companies continuing to start buying Bitcoin. It's a great sign for the overall crypto market in general. Anything that makes it more relevant in everyday usage is huge, especially with big companies continuing to potentially start buying and holding. I mean, they're seeing what's going on with the MicroStrategy. It's like MicroStrategy is making bank off Bitcoin. It's like, why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you hold it? Locally buy. We won't get the dates until they're approved, the S1 filings. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, Eric. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Eric's Twitter as well. I didn't really look at any updates on his Twitter, but his great Twitter to keep an eye on. Guys, that's pretty much it on the news front. Not anything too crazy. I didn't really look at the actual reports this week. BK, do we have a updated tweet from let me look. I think we do. But how you guys been? You guys have a nice long weekend. I'm sorry, yesterday was a U.S. holiday, for those who didn't know. We had Memorial Day yesterday. So just a U.S. holiday. I didn't see that one. Bitfarm and Riot. Ooh, that could be awesome. Over the weekend, though, not much, man. Like I said yesterday, futures were open a little bit. Volume was very low. That's good. Here we go. So yeah, this week we had consumer confidence, GDP. and PCE. There you go. Monday, guys. Today was the close day. Sorry, Tuesday, which is today. I'm gonna be mixed up today, right? I got it, BK. Let's go. So Tuesday at 9 a.m. We have the home price index was today, right? Consumer confidence was at 10 a.m. I didn't even see that. I didn't see that report today. We can go back and look at it. We have the 5-year auction that just reported. That's you were saying that was some interesting volatility. Let's see. Going into Friday, we got more earnings. Nothing too crazy though. We got Kava today after hours. Wednesday, nothing crazy. Thursday, GDP though. Thursday going to be a big day. That'll determine what happens going into the into the day. Okay, so keep an eye on Thursday report, 8:30 a.m. an hour before open, and as well as the retail inventories. We got, and then 10 a.m. It's like Thursday's gonna be a pretty heavy day for the news. Friday, and we have PCE on Friday. So that inflation index keep us in line with what we're going. Crude oil is pumping. Yep. The end of our crude oil trade is coming. It's coming soon. The end is coming very soon. All right, guys. Yeah, so I will say, though, for the Bitcoin predictions last week, we hit 1K in profit last week, which is pretty lit. Out of all of our Bitcoin predictions, we're going to do Bitcoin predictions here in just a second to start a new week. For our top 10 viewers, you want to be a part of the top 10 viewers, make sure you enter your Bitcoin prediction here in just a second. Besides that, guys, remember our Rune trade hit TP1. Remember yesterday on stream or Friday on stream, because we got re-entered, we set these orders. We set one at $7. TP1 did hit on our Rune trade, so great job on that. We're just watching to see if it can go up to 732 again. We'll keep a close eye on that. I'll talk about that here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get the Bitcoin predictions, though. But that was pretty much the news for this week and today. Jacob, I think it's not fair for people that watch the whole stream to get a place from some gambler. If it's possible with the watch time, will be better for the Monday stream. Made a massive move. Yeah, TRB, man. My stop loss got hit, but it held structure, right? TRB has been holding structure. You even look at the daily here. The structure is still holding. Probably shouldn't have set a stop there. But, that's where stop losses are one of those things where it's like, honestly, you need to have a mental stop and have the candle close be your situation there. Guys, I'm going to turn this music off. I'm sorry. That's probably got really annoying after a while there. Go to the old music. All right. Get back to the other music. But yeah, like TRB with that stop, it's like sometimes it's always best to just wait for candle closes, because technically that candle did not close below that swing point there. So it's still active, right? Going for the 130s or more. So that is quite interesting there. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. If it's annoying, I'm sorry. I usually need to let it run like twice, and then we'll cut it back. Guys, if you're just out tuning in, I appreciate you. Welcome back to the Luxi live stream. Today's a little, it's a normal stream. It's a little laid back though, because we have the whole new setup. So I'm kind of, this week is kind of like trial and error on the best parts about the setup as well. So we'll get into it. But that was all the news, like we said there. Sorry, I wanted to go over Bitcoin predictions. And then you were talking about it's not, the problem is with the gambling points, by the way, it's very rare to get a lot of points out of the gambling thing. You have to hit a 99 or 100 when you gamble your points to even hit big on that. And that rarely happens. So, if we could maybe take a vote on it later this week, or maybe at the beginning of next week, if some person that gambled their points ended up making the top 10 or something. But yeah, guys, on tomorrow we'll be doing our top 10 viewer. I didn't put it on the leaderboard. I totally forgot the last second. So I'll be adding those to the leaderboard here later, and then we will go over it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get to the Bitcoin predictions. All right, so BTC right now, the price we're going to go with is is 67,860. We didn't add watch time, not today. Sorry, no watch time was added for this one. We had one day where it was off again. So today maybe we'll start a good week. You saw Vishnu had almost 2 hours of watch time. Dame has 5 hours of watch time. He's in the top 10. Jockey, I'm pretty sure is in the top 10, has almost 2 hours. A lot of these people have at least an hour. Guys, if you want to be a part of today's Bitcoin prediction, make sure you type in exclamation BTC more or less there. If you think it's going to be more or less than 67,860. I'm going to go ahead and get in my Bitcoin prediction. We're going to check this out. Let's see. I need to get up. Let me make sure I have, yeah, I'm on my prediction. Buy, sell buttons, instant order placement. I'm going to get those up. All right. Man, this is going to be a tough one today. Yet another tough one. It's just, okay, it did just extend. We did, ooh, that's interesting. Look at this downtrend to uptrend. So this here, obviously, for our trade setup, that wouldn't be a trade setup, by the way. This was in a downtrend, and it broke to the upside, but then broke to the upside and swung back to the downside. We want to see a significant uptrend, and then it break for it to be a trade setup. So in this case, man, this is tough. Just because, like, while I'm doing this, guys, make sure you get, let me update the sensitivity here. Make sure you get your Bitcoin prediction in if you want to be a part of today's Bitcoin prediction. It's trading below the Neo. It seems like it's tested this level before. Let's look at the money flow profile. It's below the peak of the money flow. Let me go to the, that's a 1 hour. Let me go to 30-minute. Let's see here. Man, it's below that swing as well. Hasn't fully retested down here yet, man. The 4 hour still hasn't fully retested down here again. Man, it's going to be tough because it seems like today's still low volume. I'm going to go with less, guys. I'm going with less today. I think it could bounce back, but seeing the 4 hour here, that it could come right back down to this low again. It hasn't fully done that. I think less is the winner today. I'm going less, guys. If you want to be more or less today, it's 67,000. What is our entry? I got pretty close to you guys. I got 42, so I got a little less than you. 67,860. So make sure you get that Bitcoin prediction in. Things to be more or less. Jacob counter trading. Hey, I was 50% last week. Let's look. Let's see. I've been right 2 times. Never mind. And I was wrong 3 times last week. Lame. You guys aren't wrong. This is difficult. Trying to predict what Bitcoin's going to be within a set time period and not allowing more time. That's tough, man. I'm doing reverse Jacob trading. All right, Cyrox, you have a timeout for 1 second. Just kidding. But yeah, guys, do we like the new digs? What do we think? Do we like it? I have room over here. This is my green screen's over there. My green screen's over there. We could do a. I might set up a way for when we do like the charting. Yeah, the couch is interesting. I kind of want to move the couch and use that space for something. But like, I don't know. I haven't decided. We can do a lot of stuff. There is stuff coming that's going to be even more insane. Wait till you see the new intro. Wait till you see the new countdown intro. It's just going to be designed to get you guys hype. Inverse Jacob indicator. Okay. Definitely timeout for Wardo. Definitely timeout. Here's the chat for you, brother. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get to charting. We might as well. Let's get to the charting, my friends. Let's get to the charting. Go ahead and bring that back up. And then, man, we'll start off with Bitcoin like always. Y'all know the drill? All right, so yeah, this is new too. I mean, I figured this would be the best way to do it because we don't have a green screen. But like even with the normal stream, I usually have the watch list up, right? So it's not any different. You just don't see the percentage below the watch list, right? It's just a little bit different. So we'll get there. What's the boxes? Deal or no deal? No, sadly, I'm as much as you guys probably would want me to put a Lambo behind me, I can't afford it. So I have to share a space with some storage, but we're redoing storage in our house. But it's pretty clean, right? I'm not gonna make it look that bad. Gotta leave some space for some actual things rather than just the seat. Where's Pepe? Pepe's coming, man. I've been wanting you guys to. I've been wanting you guys to miss him. What was he saying? Somebody said the cam doesn't really match with TradingView. What do you mean? You talking about like the bordering? I'm gonna do this, Bob. There you go. Is that better for you? This way you can see a little bit more. I don't know. We're going to play with this. Les is already winning, baby. Let's get it. All right, let's go to the weekly. Have I looked at near now? We're just now getting into charting. Just now getting into it. Pepe's locked up. All right, let's get to it. All right, my friends. Well, Bitcoin weekly chart, right? We've been watching this for a while. We had these open close highs that we discussed here on the 65, kind of the 60 level that we bounced off of beautifully. So seeing that, and then now we have this open close weekly high here, 65,500. That's pretty much the main watch, right? So this being the main watch in this current situation, the nice part is that weekly closed over the previous week's high. So the weekly closing over that previous week's high of 67,701, right? Ended up closing at 68,473 is really solid. So seeing that, honestly, you know, a healthy candle can, you know, go retest this open close level right here, which is around 66, around that 66K mark. If we get a full retest, we'll see. If not, then I think we could have a pretty good week. Having a non-bullish Monday seems to be working pretty well because remember what happened? We had this very big bullish Monday last week and then just faded the rest of the week and traded back and forth. So the fact that, oh man, we're getting good on the less here. Hopefully it stays down there. We still got time. So the fact that we're getting the more here, or sorry, the fact that we're getting this down day today on Monday could indicate maybe an inverse of what happened the previous week. We get 3 green days. I mean, it's always good to see a weekly candle start off where it's at, right? It's always good to see if a weekly candle sells off maybe day 1 and then continues. Right now, though, I'm watching, especially on a daily time frame here for Bitcoin. It's going to be this area right here, right where that change of character is, where we bounced off before, and we are funneling into that right now. Jesus, hold on. It's a big candle, decent size. Let's go to the 5 minute. That's not bad. It's just breaking structure. Like I said, guys, we talked about the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour, I think it'll retest these highs. That's what we said for our less prediction. So great job on that. Look at you guys with the Bitcoin more. Yo, you guys realize right now, Bitcoin less, you got a freebie with me analyzing this. Y'all got a freebie on the Bitcoin less if you didn't put it in. You know, I'm going to close it. I'm going to actually close the predictions so it's a little more fair for the other people. Closing, sorry. That happened so quickly. I got to close those. Otherwise people are going to get literally free entries. Nearly, if this thing plays out where it's at. But it's been doing pretty good. I got to close that, though. All right, let's go to the 4 hour. That's nuts. Sorry, let's talk about daily one more time. So we do have this zone yet again. The zone kind of plays out between 67 up to, you know, 67.5. So, you know, it's just going to retest. We got 2 lows to talk about here, you know, 66.259, and this low is 66.500. You know, let's get down. Let's retest 66.500. Let's retest 67 first to discuss kind of where we might head. But that was a previous open close low there, or sorry, open close high before its breakout move. What's nice is the as you can see now, the oscillator here peaked, right, and now it's coming off of that peak. So it been coming off of that peak is actually really clean. Also, this is good too, guys. You can see more of my chart. This is way better. Y'all need to see my chart more. So we get a turning point happening right here. Could be really clean. We'll see that for a potential move from there. But we got to get that bullish turning point, right? So we get that bullish turning point. Let's get it. Missed by like 20 seconds. Open it up. All right, hold on. You guys vote. You guys vote here. I'll start a poll here. Should we open it? Open BTC predictions. Don't do it. For another 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's see. You guys pull it. I already did it. Y'all got your predictions in. You guys vote. That's y'all. That's all you guys. So you pick. I'm not doing the figure again because that's unfair with the people that voted originally with me and against me, right? Look at them. Y'all were wanting to go against me, and now look at it. It's less. Okay, so chill. Y'all just want to put in your better one. There was already 60. There was 60 of you guys that entered. I'm not. No. Look at everybody saying yes now. Y'all are nuts. There's already 60 of you guys that entered this thing. That's usually about average. Y'all got it. I will literally open it for 30 seconds. You get in and out. I'm not resetting it. I'll tell you that. We're not resetting it. But yeah, this area right here, guys, watch 67K, see if it wants to hold. I would hold that structure quite well. Obviously, we like the 65,500. That comes from the weekly chart, but the 67K we'll be watching right now. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour, yet again, just holding structure, right? Let's go to the money flow here and look. You got this order block down here, which is more buyers than sellers. That can indicate, you know, the buyers might be exhausted there now if it retests it for literally a second time here on the downside. So it could maybe sell through that level, maybe go test 65,500 again. But it's got to retest the level first. I'm not really going to, you know, worry about it until it actually gets back down and retest kind of that 67K. So let's see if it retests 67K while we're on stream here, and then we'll talk about it later. But for now, man, this thing just needs to, you know, it just needs to hold that price. 67's money. I mean, you got your highs and lows lining up perfectly. You got some good high volume as well that's been there before. It's bounced off of it before. That's pretty much what I'd be watching is 67 right now. Going into the weekly, though, this week, though, I would really, first off, if we could get a strong body close, I don't care if it goes and breaks out of the high. I just need a strong body, something where there's not any wick to the upside and outside. This is still a strong body. Probably more so something like, I wouldn't say that, but maybe like this candle here. But that's not going to happen because there's already a lower wick. Like this would be money. If we can get a candle like that going into the weekly, be ideal. Just anything with a very strong body in to the upside, right? So that's what we'd really be watching here. So keep a close eye on Bitcoin this week. Do I get points for spamming comments? No. I need a strong body too. I feel like you're talking about something else. All right, guys, guess what? Y'all said yes. I'm opening it up for literally 30 seconds, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Opening queue in 3, 2, 1. Here you go. You literally have 30 seconds right now. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 seconds. JTP, am I open position short? So what we do here on stream at the beginning of every stream, we do a Bitcoin prediction, okay? So I started, you know, sadly, I can't trade real money on this stream. If it was my personal one, I could. But I kind of compete with you guys every day. So every day we add in. Hold on. I got to close the queue. And that's time. All right. You had your chance. There it is. But every day I go up against you guys, Bitcoin predictions, whether you think it's more or less than that starting price of the stream. At the end of the stream, when we hit the 2 hour mark, right now we're sitting at, what's the time? 30 minutes. So in an hour and 30 minutes, if you decided, if you picked if it was more or less, whichever is the winner, you get 100 points added to your profile, and I also close my position. So we're going to see. I'm curious, guys. Last week we did $1,000. We started off with 100,000, and last week we did 1,000. So if this freaking works, like, forget every strategy ever. Every day we go live on stream, just copy my trade, and then, you know, maybe we'll do good by the end of the year. Let me mark this date down. Hey Siri, make a note. Mark down today's date as the start of me saying we're going to be profitable with this Bitcoin prediction strategy. Okay. So the reason I'm saying that is going to be really funny if, like, we just go to 0 by the end of the year. Then I'm going to clip this video, and then I'm going to say, hey, look at us now, and then it's 0. Nah, of course, wave logic. Not financial advice. Guys, this has barely any analysis driven to it. This is not optimal entries. This is all based on a timeline. It's all based on a timeline of trading with you guys. This is me competing with you. Better rent a Lambo than buy. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna rent one. You know what I could do? I'm gonna get a big cutout and do like an illusion. Do like a Lambo, do illusion with the camera, so it looks like there's a Lamborghini behind me, but there's not actually one. I could totally do that. Imagine that. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Bitcoin predictions are closed, and then like you'll see me walk over there, and then it just falls over. What's on the table? Some of my tools, and then a fan. Actually, probably should get that fan and be turning back and forth. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, Ethereum. So ETH, right? ETH. All right, so the ETH weekly candle closed exactly where we wanted it to close. We wanted it to close right here above that 37.29, right? That's what we wanted to see. If it was going to close above that, we might see that potential continuation into this week. This is just Monday. Late last night, yesterday, it took out last week's high, which is pretty awesome. So it breaking out of last week's high, now I'd be wanting to see if it can close over last week's high this week. Now we have time. Look at the fact that this rejected here and here. And then let's just go back to what we've marked off before, and this was these ETH pivotal points here on the weekly. So seeing these pivotal points happen here, we mark it off, and then boom, get the same reaction when we go to retest those levels. So seeing that reject there, which is pretty insane. All I want to see now is maybe even a retest of that high. We got this open close weekly level here. I'm going to mark off those 3 days where that thing opened or closed there, or sorry, 3 weeks at around 336.50. So going into that daily time frame, you can already see price kind of closing up over that, holding it as well, and now continuing from there. Again, we have kind of a high volume area right here right now. So seeing this high volume or this traded area, a lot of traded volume there. That was above that previous high as well. So seeing it find kind of support off that previous high there from that last failed breakout, it's a really good sign that this thing potentially wants to continue, but we have to hold. We got to hold this 37.30. We talked about that last week. I wanted to close over, and we did, but today kind of deleting the last 2 days gains, which is kind of lame, but this is all part of the process, right? Today's Monday, and U.S. markets are trading again, which involves a lot of volatility now when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's something to definitely keep a close eye on when it comes to Ethereum now, because we're gonna once the ETFs start trading, guys, definitely gonna be a interesting movement on Ethereum. We'll probably get a lot more volume too, which is kind of exciting. But from here, let's look at the signals and overlays as well, because we finally got that Neo Cloud in play here. I'm going to optimize this. The bullish Neo Cloud's finally there, which is a good sign. So taking a fib from its recent swing low to swing high, we're almost made a significant move to consider a Fibonacci, but again, I think it could go a little bit higher before we consider that. I really wanted to see and close over 4K. Remember, we want to see a weekly close over 4K. If we can get a weekly closure over the 4K level, that's pretty much ideal for what we're looking to potentially go retest that 4,650, which we had back in 2021. So seeing that is a interesting idea, right? Where we have to get that closure on the daily to even get, on the weekly to even potentially get that upside move. But remember, we finally exited the Neo Cloud. We don't trade inside the Neo Cloud, right? We don't trade when it's inside the Neo Cloud. We only look for when it's outside. We finally got back outside on the weekly, and we're looking for that, closing price over the 4K level. On the price action front, we have a huge imbalance that could be set this week for the weekly candle if today closes somewhere, this week closes somewhere where we're at. But for the 4 hour here, take a look at it. 4 hour with its breaking move. Just a lot of consolidation, right? It's a very high volume level. It's quite interesting to see this thing pretty much take out those highs and then reject again. Money flow profile. Here you go. This is the second high volume level from that, 200 bars? 200 bars, right? Second high volume level from its current price action. And this is literally, look how close this is here. 983 million. The peak was 908 million. Look at the difference this has. Look at the amount of days it has here for this level to say peak versus the amount of days here, right? So that's just showing you how much volume has been kind of driven into this little range that we've had. So we definitely need to be paying attention to kind of the 37 area. That 3,700 holds will probably get that breaking move at some point. So be on the lookout for that. Sorry, I'm looking at you guys. Y'all are funny. Be on the lookout for that potential hold in this 3700s. Again, this white line coming from the daily and the weekly open close and, or sorry, the weekly high, right? Yeah, so that weekly high there, you know, we can mark off the daily open close high. Ooh, for some reason, I'm gonna put that back. So that's that weekly high that we discussed. That would be really nice to break over and hold. But again, remember, we like the open close highs the most, so that's sitting right around 3,700. So we'll continue to watch that this week. But for now, the mid 3,700s there on the 4 hour, a lot of volume in the mid 3,700s. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go to Solana. Oh, Solana. Guys, today, y'all know the drill though. We do a $300 giveaway every single Friday. Okay, if I haven't responded to you from, if you won last week and I haven't responded to you, please message me again. I did just respond to everybody before the stream started today. So make sure you go check again if for some reason you've been trying to get me or get a hold of me or whatever. I was pretty much setting all this up this weekend. But in that case, if you want to do another $300 giveaway this Friday, let's hit 100 likes today. Come on. We're at 62 right now. Smash the like button. Let's go ahead and hit 100 likes today. And, man, we'll come back tomorrow, try to do it again. All right, let's hop into Solana. And, guys, if you want a few extra entries, if you want 5 entries versus 1 to the Friday giveaway, make sure you join the HODL gang. You see people with green names and cool badges and emotes and stuff. Yeah, that's our HODL gang. You get 5 extra entries every week. Your YouTube Premium, you can sign up for free, but it's also literally $1 to join. If you enjoy the stream and want to come back, make sure you consider that. All right. FET higher time frame. In just a second, my friends, we will be taking suggestions, okay? We're going to go over gold after Solana, and then we're dive into the ES in the NQ, and then we'll look at the Euro, and then we'll take suggestions, okay? We'll probably look over trade ideas too. So we'll be looking over that here in just a second. All right, Solana's pretty straightforward here. Remember the daily time frame, we wanted to see it hold up over this area here. Pretty much has dialed that in. What's nice is it's also, guess what, as of yesterday, trying to hold this slope. So that's kind of what we talked about last week. Does Solana hold this slope if it pulls back? If we pull from the recent swing, the recent 2 swing points here, and you can see it's kind of holding right on that 50% level. Even from this low here, from that kind of inverse head and shoulders, you can see we had a golden pocket lined up beautifully with those previous highs as well. So it's really, I mean, if this thing, like we said last week, holds up over 160, we're kind of happy. So let's continue to watch to see if Solana wants to hold over 160. The weekly candle, sadly, last week closed red, even when it went up and hit 188, almost 190. But this week, ideally, I just want it to compete with last week's open. So it'd be right here with these open close highs. If it can just close up over that, that'd be ideal. Obviously, the 174 comes from a weekly level. The weekly is showing a very nice uptrend. We just got a nice turning point 2 weeks ago. But yeah, this kind of area we're in, 136 up to 174, is pretty clean, but I don't want it to see it come back and retest 136, to be honest. This thing needs to kind of hold up at least over 160. If we can hold 160s on Solana the next few weeks, next few days, that'd be ideal. I'm happy for it to go wick below 160, but that's all we want, is we want wicks below 160. If we get wicks below 160, maybe we can eventually get that. We'll get that continuation for that 200 break again. Not a bad time for this thing to potentially make that breaking move. Let me optimize, as I said, the dashboard. Remember, we had that 4 reversal signal, or 4 strong signal come in. It's holding the Neo Cloud right now. Yet again, remember, the Neo Cloud acts as like a Fibonacci level there with the 50% retracement. This is a beautiful retracement time. Solana, please, please, please show me what you got, okay? Please show me what you got. Let me see something here. I'm praying it can show me because, hold on. We want to see that continuation bad. We want to see it bad. I can't tell if I look like I'm 30 FPS or not on this. Hopefully not. All right, but yeah, in this case, you know, that's a very nice retracement we've had so far. So going for 198-200 is that next move if the daily can hold up here. Please, please, daily candle, hold up for me. I would very much appreciate it. That being said, guys, that's pretty much Solana. Let's jump over to gold now. Man, this thing kept all my drawings the other day. All right, so gold here. Let me optimize this to 10. First off, talk about the overall signals and overlays. Now, signals and overlays had that 3 continuation signal, and it initiated a breakout, right? 3 is always a continuation signal, but we're inside that neocloud again. Again, no trade zone. When we are inside the neocloud or touch the neocloud, it's no trade zone. If it decides to bounce off the top of the neocloud, it's a little different story. But 3 continuation signals still holding up here on gold. You know, this is a pretty nice retracement. I will say it's, you know, well below what a Fibonacci retracement would be, so I wouldn't even pull a Fibonacci on this. But for the daily, let's look at the price action concepts. We got some conflicting buy and sell imbalances here. What I do not like, my friends, and this is what we discuss here for a potential trade setup on the lower time frame to the short side, right? We're keeping an eye on the short side here, is the fact that we broke this little higher low here, right? Now, it's very little. Hence little higher low. So the fact that we broke that, you know, that's a nice little shift in structure there. Does gold just fade to this imbalance and then reject? That's kind of what we're watching right now. It's literally at that level right now and want to watch. Watch if I draw a line here. Oh, that's the wrong button. If I draw a line right here, is it Alt? It's Alt. Boom. Watch what happens here. First off, we have that pivotal that happened there on the daily, but you also had a little bit of a nice little bounce back. So it's definitely a significant level. Price is rejecting right now as we speak. But in this case, let's look at the money flow profile and see your highest volumes up there, and it broke through it. Not a great sign. This also, if you look at it, is pretty much a bear flag formation. You have an impulse to the downside. You have higher highs. You have higher lows coming right from a significant low. This thing, so here's the difference between like a non-bear flag and a bear flag is sometimes you'll see these things extend to the downside aggressively and then come set a lower high and then set a lower low, right? And then start trying to make its like, let's say bear flag, right? If this thing immediately reverts from a single level and then starts setting higher lows, usually that's a sign of a bear flag. So I would definitely be leaning more bearish because it did break that structure on the daily, and now you see the 4 hours kind of fading back. I wish this would have created a bearish turning point below that 50 retracement or below that 50 level on the oscillator, but it didn't happen. So this is actually an invalid trade setup. So we would not be taking a short on gold, which is fine because, you know, kind of bounced where we would have potentially taken a trade if it did set that. But for now, I would still 100% be leaning bearish. If we even pull, let's see the fib on a 4 hour, if we pull swing to swing. There you go. This thing actually for the 382 is lining up with these previous highs. We discussed as well on gold here, this area to focus on for potential rejection. So if this thing makes a pullback, right? If this thing makes a pullback into that zone around 3,700, looks like, 2370, and then up here at 2376. I'll be looking for a potential rejection. If we get a nice setup there off of that level, could be a nice swing trade for, you know, a few days. Because I do think this thing could come back, retest 2300, which we discussed as well. But that's pretty much the 4 hour there. That level is pretty interesting to keep an eye on. I would focus solely on that. For now, I will say this is trying to set a higher low on a daily. So it's still considered a higher low where it's at. If it doesn't break that higher low, the oscillator is actually resetting quite nicely here on gold. So if it doesn't set a higher low there, then and it just makes its move pretty much to see if this thing is a valid or invalid bear flag, right? Is if it kind of breaks this previous daily high there. If it can break above 2383, then I would consider it invalid. But if it can't, you know, it's pretty much just kind of accumulating before it just dumps, right? So we're just keeping an eye on it very closely here. I would lean a little bit more bearish on those lower time frames. Higher time frames, like a 4 hour, the daily and the weekly, you know, we're still kind of in a ranging state. So this is usually for a weekly or daily some time where we just kind of chill and we wait for it to make a breaking move before considering an actual, you know, trade setup or whatever. But, you know, if you're just trading a 4 hour or 5 minute, you're looking for a scalp, that's what I'd be pretty much looking for, is watching this 2372 kind of area, 2370 area, all the way up to 2377. So not a bad Not a bad area to keep a close eye on. So I'll be watching that on gold. What do you guys talk about, Crypto Kid? Sorry, I'm going to look back on the messages here. What happened with Ethereum? What do you mean? How's our Bitcoin prediction doing? Yo, Bitcoin prediction. Oh, snap, dude. It's already back up. What a recovery. That's not good. This just swept the lows, guys. This just swept the lows. That's not good. Can I click more now? That swept the lows and it's trying to recover. If it breaks the structure up here, that's a pretty ideal setup there. Dang. This is the price action concepts for the FEG areas. I have them filtered to the more significant. Dude, what a bummer. I can't close this trade until we hit 2-hour mark on the stream, sadly. Dang. All right, pray for me. Let's see. I wanted to retest at that level and we got it, but you know, it's reverting now. I wish it would have held. It's going to sweep these lows and more than likely break out, and probably by the end of the stream, I wouldn't be surprised if it plays out like it's trying to. If it breaks this lower high here at 68, we could probably see this thing end the stream like 68,400. Let's see that in a sec, but I already made my decision on my thing. I just didn't think it would execute that quickly. So yeah, watch that break. If it breaks 68, it might make that 68,500 move by the end of the stream. We literally have an hour or two. That's a bummer. That sucks. I wish I could close it. All right, let's keep moving on. Next up was the NASDAQ. We'll come back and look at it again. You went less as well. Look at the NASDAQ. All right, weekly on the NASDAQ. Closed mega bullish last week. Not really worried about it. Not much to talk about, guys. When NASDAQ's cranking all-time highs, you know, you wait for your dips. I need to have another one. I need to have another screen where I'm just like, and then it's like zooms in on my face. That's what I'll do next. But again, you wait for those dips, you execute them especially if they hold or close over pretty key levels, and then buy into the next day. Look at the daily bounce back here on Friday. Massive. Friday was crazy day. All right, we're good. We'd love to hear your thoughts on. Yeah, we'll look at y'all's suggestions here in just a second. I promise. Now, the NASDAQ here on the 4-hour here, you know, it's holding structure. This thing went up and broke out, right? It could still consider a higher low here if it holds up over 18,850, right? It would have to hold that price, in my opinion, and then you might get that continuation. It's quite interesting, though. Look at this. This is a little bit of hidden divergence, okay? We see price increasing on the lows but decreasing on the highs. It can be a little bit of hidden divergence, especially after it's already kind of made it's pretty much bearish divergence if it would have played out. If that bearish divergence would have played out, it would have happened here. Didn't happen, right? Kept going higher. I mean, you pretty much can go based on the higher highs, right? So in this scenario, this is more so setting up some hidden bullish divergence, which if you create a bullish turning point here, NASDAQ will probably, it already made the 19 breaking move, but we'll probably get a 4-hour candle close over 19 at some point. So let's keep a close eye on that. Yo, Panda X, did you trade leverage, man? Because if you did, that's why. Yeah, I got you, man. I appreciate you tuning in, guys. If you're new to the stream, on Fridays, we give away $300, but you have to hit that like button, and you have to be subbed. Come on, guys. Seriously, smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. If we don't, we're not doing the giveaway on Friday. Y'all know the drill. Come on. All right, you got a bearish turning point, though, on the daily as well. That happened on Thursday, even though we rebounded. But for now, guys, seriously, on that 4-hour time frame, this looks really strong, especially if it closes where it's at. To potentially, you know, if we get a bullish turning point here above 50, we'll probably get a breaking move through 19. It's just kind of settling off a bit. It already took out these lows and then recovered, right? Took out these lows and recovered. This thing with a significant higher low is probably going to make a rip and run. Dude, this is going to be close yet again. We got time, though. What a bummer. We were doing so good, too. Retested that level exactly. I didn't think it would have tested that quickly. It's annoying. right, let's go to ES. I wish I could set TPs, man. I wish I could set TPs. If we do real money eventually. Hidden divergence is the opposite of like regular divergence. So essentially, like when you look at like bearish divergence, right? You're pretty much looking for a conflicting on an oscillator, right? So like here, like in this case, oscillator going lower, right? Higher highs happening here. So if this continues to set higher highs and higher lows, while the oscillator is setting lower lows and lower highs like this, eventually it can make that breaking move. That's why it's like at first you don't want to consider it right away. I wouldn't consider hidden divergence right away. I would wait to see if price continues in the kind of same direction, and then if it doesn't, then the bearish divergence is probably playing it. I'm 41x long. Don't trade leverage, kids. Yeah, do not. Jenny, you're long on what? What are you long on? Also, just Google here. Hidden. Let me show you. So it has to do with price too. So that's a hidden divergence at a high there, but here's your hidden divergence on. Oh, I always click the wrong one because I work on both. So as you can see here, the hidden version of a bullish one is lows making higher lows, and then the indicator making lower lows, right? Regular divergence is high lows on the indicator, and then lower lows on price. This is opposite for the hidden over here. So lower lows on the oscillator, higher lows on that. That's what you're seeing here. You're seeing the lower lows oscillator, higher lows on price. So you had a little bit of conflicting divergences, but it's pretty much why, like with the NQ, when you see it, it's continuing to head in that direction when the oscillator is coming down. Usually it's a good sign that this thing's more so resetting for a bigger move than it is to actually fail its structure. All you have to do is search it. All I Google search was hidden divergence, man. That's it. That's all you have to do. All right, hold on. I gotta go back on Jenny's comment. Yes. Yeah, there you go, Sam. Yeah, Sam knows. 125x on Bitcoin. Y'all are crazy. Sold bull flag. What time frame? I need to get rid of this song too. This song's just killing the vibe. How did I add this? I'm gonna get rid of this one. Remove. You killing the vibe, brother. On the 1 minute? Goodness gracious. All right, let's go over really quickly. Hold on. Man, crude oil is ripping. Is our crude oil trade finally done? It is. Crude oil trade has now triggered. Wait, no. Yeah, it had to. Hold on. Yo, Bitcoin's flipping. That's annoying. We'll be back. We'll look at that here in a second. Crude oil trade did trigger. Dang it. Nah, I'm just kidding. We hit that perfectly. So great job, guys. That's it. Our first initial trade entry. Here it was. Here's the trade that we hit. Crude oil. We were in short at 81.51. Man, that was forever ago. That was the end of April. It was a month trade, guys. 1 month. Remember what we said? If it settles off, usually it finally makes its move in the opposite direction. 1 month this trade happened over. We took that short at 81.51. We closed the first move down to 78.96. We closed 50% of our position. We closed another 25% of our position at 77.50. We were down to 25%. We closed another 15% at 78.68. And we just got stopped for profit at 80.17 there. Officially closed. Great job, guys, if you were part of that entire trade. Great job, great job, great job. That was a fantastic trade. Rune, though, still in play, my friends. Rune is still in play here. So remember, Rune, we got at that entry from that previous high that I missed, but ended up actually getting filled on the second run. Remember, first TP was $7. That came from the weekly open close high right here. Came from that weekly open close high there. That was why we hit the 7. But going back to that daily time frame, the structure still holding. It's still creating turning points above the 50 level, which I'm happy with. This could be considered a bull flag happening on the oscillator here, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But again, next TP now, we have our next 25% happening at 732. You guys, if you were in initially, already got cash out at both TP points, so great job on that. But if not, after that, we'll talk about our next TP if this ends up hitting. Nonetheless, though, it hit TP1 yet again. So great job. We're going to go over stuff in just a second, guys, I promise. Is Hershey finally trying to... Yeah. We'll look at potentially. Let's go over the euro really fast, and I'll take y'all suggestions, okay? Sorry for the... today's a little bit different. Oh, no. We're actually almost at the 1 hour mark, so we're good. Almost at the 1 hour mark. All right, so the euro. We're going to get out of this because I know we've taken trades in the past on the euro. That will cover our chart too much. The euro finally. Oh, dude. So close. Today actually had a nice move. Wow. So, the euro, man, faded off. Oh, dude. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to add this to the setup list. It's not an A+, but it is an A minus, okay? Euro USD is on the setup list now. It's kind of an A minus. I'm not a big fan that this thing rejected this level again. But if everything lines up accordingly, we might actually have a trade opportunity. Remember, this is the 4 hour, though. Here's your fib retracement. Fib lines up nicely on the 50% retracement. Now, we have our extended here and extended here. We have lower highs that formed, and it did break right here. If this thing comes back down, creates a higher low here, I'm thinking we're going to make a nice breaking move through that 109 finally. So we'll keep a close eye on it. If it has to create that turning point, though. So watch see if we create that turning point on the euro here. It will maybe happen right around the 50 level, which would be nice. Rejected this order block, though. Again, remember what we say. When there's more sellers than buyers, sellers, right, are potentially exhausted there. Now, this is the first time, though, this has come to retest it. So sometimes what we watch for is reaction. So sellers were not exhausted at this level. They actually ended up taking it down and now potentially retesting here. But if we end up coming back down, granted, this is based on this entire structure, right? So if we end up coming back to that level, more than likely we will break out of it. That's why I think our trade setup would be really smooth here on the euro. But the daily time frame here is what I'm really watching, is the fact that we had right here a open close daily high sitting there, kind of pretty much at the high of the order block, going into the 4 hour here, beautifully rejected twice as well. So seeing that there is pretty key to potentially seeing where we might head next. Also, though, trying to create that turning point into today. So if we close where we're at today, or we close great on the euro, it might create a turning point above the 50 on the daily, which is a good sign potentially for us to get a turning point on the 4 hour for a trade setup. So we'll see what this plays out. Slope is still intact on the euro. Remember, upside target is 109 first, but honestly, our overall target is 109.5. It'll be right at these open close highs as well. So we'll keep a close eye on that for the euro here. So really keep it in mind here. Nice part is this neocloud starting to shift back as well. Let's go to the 4 hour. What is this guy asking? Let's go to optimize for sensitivity 15, as said in the dashboard. Remember that 15 optimal sensitivity. So right now, again, finally got back out of that Neo cloud. That's what we like to see. We like to see price touch the Neo, make its continuation from there. 2 signal fades into the Neo cloud. Does it respect above the Neo cloud? Now that's what we got to watch for. So it is outside the Neo cloud, which is a good sign. But does it hold is the big question. That's what we talked about here on the price action as well. We're looking for that structural higher low there to send us potentially into a trade setup from the oscillator. So we'll keep an eye on that very closely. Euro looks okay for now. It is down today, but watch right now for this thing to bounce anywhere around the 8.5, anywhere in the 8.5s. Okay, that's really, really clean. Where's our Bitcoin? You're kidding, dude. What did we just say, guys? What did we just say? Why is this repeating? What did we just say? We said it pretty much swept those lows there, which is annoying. Broke that. Gosh, dang it. Yep. I can't close this until... Gosh. It swept those lows and it breaks this. Yeah, it just closed over that structural point right there 2 seconds ago. Bet you this thing's up 68,500. Bitcoin's sitting more right now. That's awesome. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go, Bitcoin. All right, guys. Now's the time for y'all suggestions. What do you want to look over? Throw it in the chat. Now's the time you mention them. If you mentioned them before, I didn't see them. So we had to go over all the majors for everybody. Throw them in the chat now. Let's get it. Fett, Samuel. You got it, brother. Start with Fett. Yeah, I saw that a few times. Yeah, you wanted fluky there. The problem with that one, man. Let me just look at this real quick. Okay, it did break. Did Shib do the same? Nope. Did Pepe do the same? Pepe's been moving, which is nice. Nice move on Pepe there. It's crazy on these meme coins here. What is it? I'm curious on this real quick. We're gonna look over FET here in just a second. What's the price range here? 200%. That's pretty good. Let me see here. What was I thinking? Oh yeah. Let's see here. 67%. Not bad. All right. The thing about meme coins, the difference between that and what we normally do here is it's based on volume. The biggest thing is based on volume and how it's trending. That one, you know, had a good launch because the guy like screwed up or something, and kind of hit the ground running because of that. But yeah, we could potentially look over it really quickly. All right, 250. 250 is that price point here on FET. I think we've talked about before. If we get the 250 hold, that'd be quite nice. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this. Sorry. So let's see if we can get this 250 move here. I need a breakthrough 250, 260 for potential, you know, really nice breakout. That pretty much comes from this low as well and that high, so it pretty much rejected that beautifully. You had that failed change character there because you're still ranging. But if it can get over 250, that'd be ideal. Weekly chart, though, is holding quite nicely. So if the weekly wants to continue to hold, that could be super clean here. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing on this. But ideally, man, this thing did make a nice move on the weekly from that daily time frame. Ideally here, yeah, your biggest move right now, oscillator's sitting okay. It's in such a tight range. It has to break to either side. So right now, you are setting higher lows and higher highs. You know, I could, you know, somewhat say upsides in control for now. I would just be careful. I would be careful. I do like Fetch AI though overall for the long term. I've liked it since the hype. So if I was talking on a trading front though, I would want it over at that 256 mark. So watch, see if it breaks through that. If not, watch to see if it can hold $2. If it can't, it's probably going to break down. You probably see it around 173. So yeah, keep an eye on that 256. Watch for that breakout. Okay. What are we talking about? Jacob rigged my gamble. What are you talking about? No, you can break even, brother. That's what you're asking. All right. Let's look over this one really quickly because I want to just show you guys for meme coins. Like, watch this. So, huge volume spike here, right? Monday, February 24th or whatever. Massive rally, right? Comes back down. You wait for volume to settle off. Volume finally settles off. Where's your next volume spike? You need a significant volume spike. Fades off. There's a significant here. Let's just say you bought some here, right? You got that at 19. Fades off again. Boom. Spikes again. Bought some here. Could have got that at 1837-ish, right? Continues to rally. Continues to rally. At that point, honestly, when this thing already made its rally, made its dropping move, I probably wouldn't have bought any more after that. I would have bought my last some there and then kind of waited. But again, even if you would have bought off this spike, you're fine. But this is what I'm saying is, like, watch for significant spikes like this. Like, look at the difference here. This thing dropping, then huge volume spike. 100% triggers. That would like, if you want to trade meme coins, you just watch the volume. That can, you never know your odds after that because it could trigger a buying spree and you get a really nice move like you have right now. If we're talking on a structural front right now, or like just on an analysis front, I would have been taking profits here if I was in a trade at 29,598, 30. I would have rounded up to 30. Open close high or daily high there. Where it's at now, again, guys, I can't really say and sit here and be like, oh, this thing's going to easily go up another decimal. I just don't know. Yeah, that's why you have to pay attention to that volume. If this volume stays steady like it's at, right? If it stays where it's at, you could potentially get another massive increase where, like what you're seeing here, right? So it's not really worth analyzing overall. Same with like Pepe's doing great, right? But watch like volume dip. Wait for significant buying volume. Boom, one right here. It's like this thing dipped. Finally, it picked up on the selling, sold off again. You had your next spike there. Even if you wanted to wait, this increase 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. Could have bought off like 7, 6 or whatever. Volume spike here, right? All of these major volume spikes driving this price higher. Look at JTO. I saw somebody else say JTO as well, or is it just you? All right. JTO. Hey, mods, are you here? Are my mods here? Guys, by the way, anybody that's is seeming like they're asking for scammy stuff, please get rid of them. All right. I don't know. Kumar seems like somebody, but double check. Let me see. Y'all should have channel activity. Y'all should be able to see his channel activity. If you need a mod. So, again, guys, I was going to suggest that, by the way. My mods. Is XRP a scam? Honestly, at this point, it probably is. Just kidding. But, yeah, don't buy XRP. Guys, I forgot to mention, for our mods, when we get 6 month... Let me double check here. I think it's 6 month members. Let me see. Let me go to the memberships. When we get 6 month members, we'll start taking potential mods for people that have been a Hodl Gang member for 6 months. Okay. I'm trying to find the member board. Here we go. Boom. Let's see who's close. There's people that are close. Levels. 6 month. Let's see. I'm trying to see the member. I wish I could add like a... Where is the membership level? Default perks. Here it is. All right, so 6 months is the Pepe wheel. Is the Pepe emote. So when you get to Pepe level, we potentially start taking mod applications. If not, I might push it to HODL Gang. I haven't decided. I don't know if it's a year or 6 months. I'll figure it out. I'll think about it. But definitely want to get some of our HODL Gang members as mods. I would love you guys. When you get the Pepe badge, 100%. All right, let's talk about JTO. JTO. We heard a volume. JTO in the house. All right, hold on one second. I gotta reset the chat. My bad. I messed it. We'll take mod. Yeah, definitely. Also, by the way, guys, if you are if you're a HODL Gang member for 6 months, we're gonna give you guys some. I think y'all get first access to merch. So be on the lookout for that. We should have an update here very, very soon. I promise. We finally got our samples in. So anybody that's a higher tier mod or a higher tier HODL Gang member will have early access to merch. So get ready for that. All right, let's get to JTO. JTO is Bitcoin making moves too. Where's Bitcoin now? 68.2. Gosh dang. Yeah, we're screwed on that one, guys. I'm screwed on my more for that one. That's a bummer. All right, let's go. JTO, man. Okay, fell off last week. It had a start to the week. I thought that was pretty good. I guess not. Yeah, I guess it had a nice little bounce back. Ends up breaking that swing point. Not great. This thing's kind of just channeling now. Man, I wish it would have closed up over 38. This thing, honestly, not 12 seconds. Weekly time frame, get up over $4.10, and then I'll consider it again. $4.10. That's gonna take some time. It's got to get through 4, otherwise I would be bearish right now. Daily would definitely be bearish right now. You can see the oscillator peaking back down. It had its uptrend, right? It broke. Oh, that's a terrible X. Broke right here, and now it's coming back down. So if you get that potential rejection there, 1 hour setup. Let's look. Nah, it would have happened here. It would need the fact that it's doing it twice. I wouldn't consider that. Plus, it's a 1 hour chart. But yeah, that's JTO, guys. Get over 410. I'll consider upside. Otherwise, downside is in control right now. It just broke its structure there. I mean, if it's this thing is a newly traded thing on Binance or Coinbase. It's on Binance as well. Yeah, there you go. Here's JTO on this. Yeah, on Binance as well. So getting up over that level would be actually pretty key. It's trying to hold over that open close weekly level from when it first started trading on Binance. But I just want it over 410. If it could give me a clean move over 410 to hold up, give me a higher low somewhere around $4, we'll consider upside. But it just broke daily bullish structure. Okay, it just broke that higher low there. So I'm going to be considering downside first. So yeah, I would just be careful. Yeah, please, guys, like the stream. We're at 90 right now. We got to hit 100 likes, and we'll, do the giveaway on Friday. All right? All right, next up, what we want, I see Pendle first up there. But who else? Microsoft from Punk Chainer. Let's go look at Microsoft. Let's look at a stock for sure. All right, so Microsoft making a new all-time high last week, which is awesome. I think a new all-time high. I'm assuming it would be, yeah. What a chart. Look at this weekly chart. If you ain't buying Microsoft and Apple, what you doing? Look at this weekly chart versus, let's see the Apple weekly chart. Look at the volatility of Apple versus Microsoft. Look at that slope difference, man. Microsoft's like, I got this in the bag, brother. What a massive move. Great weekly trend, dude. This thing has not stopped. Boom. Easy. All right. Obviously would be mega bullish on Microsoft for the long term. Top competing company. 4 hours right now, it could be in a, it's kind of a rough bull flag. I like to see a bigger impulse, but it could be kind of bull flagging a bit. It's trying to set a higher low right now above its previous highs. Like this area right here. It's hard to, it's hard to plot, this is why I like crypto so much, because of the 24-hour market. There's no gaps. It's a little harder to plot, but if it's going to hold kind of this area here, I'd be, still considering upside moves. Right now, it is recovering today. It looks like it's about to go green on the day. It's about $1 away from going green. So yeah, the biggest thing would be breaking this point here, 431.10. If it breaks you 431.10 or 431, let's just say 431, you'll probably see that break into an all-time high as well. So long as well as this oscillator continues to create these turning points above that 50 level on the 4-hour, it should continue that trend very nicely. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. I wouldn't take it much lower though than 425. If it breaks below 425, I'd be meh. Bearish on Bill Gates. Let's look at the monthly. Are you sure about that? Just because you don't like the man, you can't be bearish on the guy that makes a chart go like this. I mean, just saying. But it's okay. You don't have to be part of it. Jacob, have you posted anything on Twitter about GOX 144K Bitcoin moving? I don't know. BK, have we? He don't even work there anymore? Yeah, but, it's his doing, right? I mean, the guy's old as all get out. I don't know, man. I didn't think it was anything serious. I'm assuming he's saying 144 Bitcoins are being moved to some platform or exchange. If you have a link to it, I'll look at it, but whale alert. If it's just something being moved, man, it's not that crazy. It should have been not get Bill. I'm so lucky. Yeah, Bitcoin's like, dude. Where's it now? What do we say? All right, we might get lucky. We could get, no, this is not happening. This thing's gonna freaking hit. I'd be shocked if it didn't go up to like 68,500 or something. It swept these lows beautifully. Guys, you know what this is, right? Let's see if it's plotted here. This is an inverse FEG, pretty much. It's a big strategy that people like to trade too. You want to look at them on higher time frames, but here you go. This is like this area right here. This thing broke through this bearish. This thing rejected this bearish FEG, made a new low, and then broke that swing high. More than likely, this thing's gonna rip. I mean, if it's anything like the U.S. market trades, which is obviously it's not, but a lot of people trade this off a low break. That's a 15-minute chart, so we'll see. Venom. Jonas wants Venom. But you can see that inverse FEG though, like I said there, like here. We plotted it there. Inverse FEG right here. And then there you go. So this thing is plotting from here to here, right? So there's your inverted one. Playing out nicely. Venom. Render for sure. We'll see though. By the end of the stream, we have what we got. We got 40 minutes left on the Bitcoin predictions. My less is not looking great right now. We'll look at render, man. I love render. Why don't you use EMAs and SMAs? Jenny, if long-term investing, sure. If you're going long-term day trading, nah. Structure is way better on day trading. Price action, way better. This thing, yikes. Yeah, no, I'm not looking at a chart that looks like that. I'm sorry, man. I wish this thing did something for you, but this is a terrible chart. Give us a perfect signal, please. I wish I could. But that's not how this market works. All right, Link. Let's do Chainlink. Yes. That is a terrible chart. Nobody wants that chart. Oh, my goodness.
Who's your daddy?
I mean, this one deserves a Who's Your Daddy. We discussed this through and through, baby, last week. Now, what did we say? I know last week we talked about this area potentially being an issue. Didn't have a problem with that. First off, weekly candle last week closed. Man, it almost closed over the previous week's high. The previous week's high was 1713. This thing closed around 1704, right? So it's like, man, what a daily candle yesterday. Completely deleting that. I know we discussed if it can get through 18, more than likely it's going to hit 19. Why? This slope got mitigated pretty quickly there. Made its breaking move. I really like that it held its chotch here as well, held that structural point. The biggest thing, though, was, remember, was this area right here. We said, hey, if this thing's going to continue to trade above that wick high to open close around 1550 there, around 16, it's probably going to make its move up through into 20, right? So right now we're sitting at 18, right? Targets was 18. The next one was 20. I'd be looking for 20 right now. Lovely bounce yet again off of that. Y'all know I love Chainlink, and I've been in Chainlink for the long term for a while. After that, though, remember, guys, we're still targeting 25. I think we're going to hit bottom of the order block there around 25. Then we'll go above that, if anything. But after that, we got like 27.50 or something. But this thing's beautiful. 4-hour time frame here, guys. Look at the structure right now. Beautiful BOS happens, and guess what? Price holds that BOS, right? Price holds the BOS. Chotch happened here, high or low here off of this high volume area. If we pull up the money flow profile, boom, look at that. Let's get it. Yeet. that's money. So high volume right here. This thing, just think of this as like a long versus short, right? So high volume area, this thing literally rips through it, creates two lows there, pretty much holding and closing that support on the 4-hour. Rips through that high mix of BOS. Now it's respecting the BOS. I mean, everything here is lining up for this thing to bust through 19 here soon. You got a 4-hour order block sitting here right at 19. I don't think that's going to be a problem. It's only 9%. Doesn't seem like, it's pretty even on the sentiment there as well. This thing looks good, man. This thing looks really good on Link for that continuation. Right now, though, $20 would be that target for now. If it can get through 19, but 20 is on the list there. There's your daily open close high there. Boom, at 20. I'm going to mark that. Bam. Let's see if we see that maybe going into later this week. Great chart, though. Love this on Link. So good for Link. Love the chart. Let's go. All right, next up. What you guys got? Play swing long on Link at $12 weekly open close level. Let's look at it. You place long at 12. From where? This one? Just around 12? I mean, obviously this thing had this open close here and this one here. So anywhere in the 12s was money. That's money. Oh, ENS, yes. Look at the ENS for you guys. But great job. This thing freaking. There you go, Marlan.
Who's your daddy?
Just for you. Great job. Open close weekly levels there. Great job. All right, ENS. Yes, you guys asked that earlier a bunch of times. Look at it. Let's look at it. Guys, we're 1 like away from 100 likes. I mean, come on, brother. Hit that like button. Let's get it. Hit that like button. Zahid, I see you saying front, man. The more you say it, the less I'm going to look at it. I promise you. Let's go. We had 100 likes. We got the kids in the back. Yeah, all my kids in the back. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting that like button. That means this Friday we will be doing a $300 giveaway. So long as you tune in tomorrow and you smash the like button again. I mean, come on, brother. Come on, man. All right, let's see here. Bitcoin predictions close in almost 30 minutes. Looks like 34 minutes, so be ready. ENS, let's take a quick look here. Let's take a quick look at ENS. All right, ENS, man, here's the issue. Here's your daily. We have a very, very strong level here on ENS. If I don't recall, now this was Sunday. If I don't recall, we talked about 26. Am I correct? Yeah. Did we talk about 26? Did we talk about 26 at 26? Did we talk about ENS at 26? Can I get 26, 26, 2609, 2609, 2614, 2614. Right now it's trading 2009. Now, you. What do you mean you, Punk Chainer? What are you talking I'm almost positive we discussed this because Dane was in a trade. I don't know if it was what's it called? But either way, this thing ripping, beautiful high. It's got to get up over this first. We got to close up over 26, and then we'll look for that next level, right? So if we can get up and closing over 26, that $40 level is it. That's it. I mean, the fact that this sold off as much as it did, Ethereum got that breaking move, and I did long. 26 take profit, brother. That had been a take profit. I was long down here or something. Let me see. 4 hour. Sorry, let me double check them. Okay, 4 hour didn't really have anything. 4 hour potential short if it didn't make that breaking move, but 26 definitely a good take profit spot regardless. Now, I'm not saying you exit your entire position at 26, right? I'm saying you take a little bit off the top and then you just kind of hang out and then wait for its next move, right? ETH obviously big uptick in volume last week. 40.89. I would just say 40, my friends. 40 would be that next upside level I'd be looking for. Yeah, 27's there too. I mean, you got a huge. You could maybe play it safe and go for like 38 or something off of these daily lows, but 40 looks like it's the price to be. 40, it looks like it's where the party's at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the price up there where they're like, "Yo, come on," and it takes like 4 hours to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're having a party across the world, and like you have to take a really long plane ride to get there. You know. So that's pretty much what we're doing. The party's at 40, whether or not it takes us an 8-hour flight or 2 weeks, that's what we're kind of waiting for. This is obviously not going to hit 40 in 8 hours, but y'all get what I'm saying. You feel me? All right. That's what I'll be targeting right now. For the 4 hour though, if it's going to continue setting and closing over these highs right now, you got this high at 25. Holds over 25, your money. I would not worry about this thing to the downside until it breaks below 22. If this thing breaks below 22, I mean, then there you go. I would, start worrying a little bit. You even have this peak volume here, but again, this thing has been trading like crazy recently because of the ETH update. I mean, look at the ETH update on the ETF jumping in volume there on ENS. Insane. So yeah, I would be watching this thing continuously trading in the high 20s. If we can get through that, we're going for 40, my friend. We did link. We looked over link, man. Tia is hitting today. Look at Tia. Pendle. We'll look at Pendle. I just wanted to look at a few before. Yo! Tia came to party, man. Tia definitely came to party. This is a good price right now. Look at this. Look at the conflicting here. Let's say if you were long in 9 leveraged, right? This is a take profit for me. If you're long term, don't take profit. If you're long term, don't take profit. If you're long, I would probably think about taking profit. First off, you do have it's 1 week that sold off. It closed there and opened back and recovered. This one it tried to bounce below this thing, but closed there and then rejected from this level as well. So right now it's a good range unless the news is driving it. I'm assuming news is driving it. But this, like, I would just say you have room though to like 12. You could probably get 12. If you want to be safe, you get 1180. 1180 would be a safe bet. But 12 is probably you could get a nice take profit there. But this thing's looking clean. If this thing gets up over 12 though, I will say, dang. That's pretty nice. If this thing gets up over nice higher low there, wow, on the oscillator. This is what I'm talking about. When the oscillator makes clean structure, guys, it's just the best thing ever. It usually makes really good moves. It's about to hit your 1180. Yeah, if this thing closes up over 12, there's a potential trade to come, right? It'd be a nice structural move off this previous lower high. Right now, though, after 12, if I'm talking daily time frame, man, 14's where it's at. 14.8. Like you can even see here, the peak, your 12 is probably going to spike some issues here. A lot of traded volume at 12. But right when you get into the 14s is probably that next area you'd worry about. So you could probably get it all the way to 14 here. Weekly time frame, yeah, not much to talk about on the weekly. Let's go to the 4 hour really quick. 4 hours, gripping and ripping, man. Yeah, you're going right into that order block there. That's what I'd be watching. 4 hour, yeah, not much. Daily one more time. Let me check. Yeah, daily looks so clean. There's your 1180. There you go. Pepe, please. Pepe's at a high, man. ICP. I saw that earlier a few times from you. We could potentially look at front here in a second. I promise. Yo, this one again. Why is it still shuffling? Oh well. All right. ICP. This thing's stuck, man. I wouldn't really be. Jesus. Okay. ICP, get over 14, bullish. If it breaks under 12, bearish. Okay. That's all I can tell you there. Under 12, well, actually, let's say under 11 and above 14. If that happens, then I'd be looking at it. We looked at Link, Crypto Mindset. We already looked at Link, brother. Go back. I don't know. You must have stepped away or something. We looked at it. We literally just recently. It was like 4 symbols ago. This one guy wanted front. He kept spamming it, but then he kind of held back. So we could, yeah, this is rough. Yeah, kind of avoid sending me these charts. Fronts, volume based. You need volume, man. There's no consistent volume. Wait for the next volume spike on front, and then that's when you might get lucky. People, that's a good one. Uni. This haha wants uni. I better look at it before they start spamming, because they already are spamming. We're going to go back over ETH and Bitcoin here very soon. Try to duel me more. All right, first off on uni, if I was, considering a take profit level right here, guys, it can be as simple as that sometimes. This right here, open close high on the daily, would have taken profit right there on an upside trade. 1126, bam. Could be as easy as that sometimes. So in this move that we have right now, we have a nice higher low off $9. Made that breaking move. We're getting a potential another higher low right now on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour here. 4 hour looks really clean. Great volume. Clearly people want to buy it right above 9 on at the 10s here. So weekly wise, uni finally making a move out of this low, I would say low volume area, but high volume in the sense that there's a lot of traded activity there. But again, it just didn't want to move. Not enough volume to move it. Right now, man, that $12 yet again on this one would have been money. Weekly looks okay. We still have a lot of upside on the weekly, right? Like 14 plus. Higher low here would play out. It's got to get through this 1162 area. It's got to get through this swing high. Swing high is at 1180. You can play it safe and say $12, to be honest, as well on this one. Uni does look good, though. Oscillator's a bit extended on here, so it might need to make that retrace. If it does, then there you go. This actually lines up quite nicely. I would want it to hold $10, though. Hold double digits if it ever made a retracement. Should I sell my Ethereum? No. All right. Now crypto's just messing with me. Unless Link did something crazy in the time that we looked at it. Which it didn't. It hadn't done nothing. Nah, he's just messing with me. Turbo. You guys in Turbo. I'm curious where it's at, though. I haven't looked at it. Dude. This is nuts, man. 400% from that initial move. Again, guys, here you go. You want the tips and tricks to be trading meme coins? You wait for a significant volume spike, boom, and then you hold it. You could have had it here. Could have had it at 0.0007. It's about to hit a cent. That's crazy. Could have had it right there. You'd be up. You'd be 10xing right now. At this point, guys, you realize you guys are just, if you buy it at this point, you're just lining the pockets of all the major holders that were down here that had it originally. Because, at some point, somebody is going to just take this thing out. Let's do people. I can't predict where this is going to head. It's just going to keep going. I wanted to short it. Is there a tether on it yet? I was probably just looking at Tether, actually. Can you, is it on, it's not even on, you know, maybe OKX could give you that option. Not very many will let you short those. All right. People got a good breaking move. Nice. Again, I mean, guys, how many times it's like volume spike here, I bought more. If I believe in this thing, buy it, volume spike, boom. There's not much analysis that goes into this. It's like, if I want to buy more, boom, volume spike here, boom. Fades off, volume spike, rip. Fades off, broke down a bit. Yeah, you know, you might be caking your pants. You did get it down here. That would have been back your entry price. Spike in volume, huge volume, boom. It's, I mean, I don't really, this is common sense here. People analyze like stuff like this. It's like, there's not much I can talk about on this. This thing's, yeah, I've seen this one a few times recently, y'all suggesting it. Man, this thing, honestly, you know, people are going to probably drive this to 10 cents at this rate. So there's not much else I'd go over on that one. CHZ, there you go. That's a real one. Finally something that's like normal. All right, let's look at it. I appreciate you, Captain. Thank you, Captain. This guy's trying to duel Dame. Dame never duels, brother. Dame, have you dueled one? We can do Pendle next. Yeah, I got you guys. Pandel there, crypto. Come on, brother. Pandel. You dueled him? Or you've never dueled? Yo, you do want to duel him. You're trying to claim that top spot? That's funny. Or no, sorry, you can't anymore. I'm dumb. Sorry to not much. Yeah, you gave in. He fell in for it. You're funny. All right, guys, right now on CHZ, man, this thing's looking good. 15. I would be targeting probably actually 16. I go for 16 weekly time frame here. Yeah, 1530 to be safe if you want to be. Weekly looks good though. This thing's moving. Higher low. Finally, look at the money flow. Finally flipping back bullish. Finally bullish money flow. It's good. Finally bullish money flow. Like that. Which is good. Watch the breaking move. This thing looks like it actually could make its appearance back to 18 here. You got 18 open close low here. Clearly this open close low was already a problem. It has to get through 16.65 there. You can see open close low. Boom. Rejecting. Right here. This will be your next one up there. And probably if it retests again, it'd probably break through that. So 18 would be that next target there on the weekly. Daily time frame though. This thing, man. This thing, wow. This thing hadn't even extended again. And it's up where it's at. It's up 10% today. That's impressive. This thing looks like it would easily break 16. I'd be targeting 16 right now for take profit if I was in around 12. And I was leveraged or I was trading it. This looks really clean, actually. So next up, yeah, 16 would be that target, and then go for 18, 129 or something like that. Go up there, a little higher. 18 would be that next upside breakout move. This looks solid. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hours holding nice. Well, nah. I could have said we could have. This is a B again, guys. This is a B minus setup here. It is a close, but look, you got bullish divergence. I'd rather have a lower low and then make it move, but this thing definitely B minus, but it would have given you an entry right here at 13 and gone up to 15 by now. That'd been a big move, but nonetheless, not bad. AVAX, yeah. Let's look at Avalanche. Yo, come on, fam. Act like you've been in the stream, brother. We went over FTM. Dang. This thing almost. Avalanche, man. Poor Avalanche. It literally did so well yesterday. I was excited seeing it make that move, but it's just not wanting to hold. We have this daily kind of area here I've been watching at the 38s. It's just struggling in the 38s, man. But it's okay because right now on the daily here, you had your breaking move. It's holding that 50% retracement, which is good. I like that. Did we get a bullish neocloud yet? We have not. And guess what? It's right at high volume as well. So again, if this thing's going to trade above that high volume area, it's going to respect that Fibonacci from its breaking move right now. It's still mega bullish. We talked about how we liked it off 32 for the long term. I like Avalanche for the long term a lot. So off 32 smooth. I would go up to 48 once it gets through 40. So really got to get through 40 though. Give me a higher low this week. Come on, give me through 40. We'll go for that 47, 48 level. I've been on a serious losing streak thanks to John Paul. Goodness gracious. John Paul's up there now. He's taking over the top. All right, wait, time. We have roughly 15 minutes. How is our Bitcoin doing? Yes. Come back down. Rune's ripping. Let's see. Oh, never mind. What a fail. No, not yet. Hold on. Dude. That's a bummer. Hold on. What'd we say? I wish I could switch now. That's lame. I thought we were coming back down, but we're not. Dang. Going from up 600 to now down 600. Dude, what did we say, though? This thing's going to make it. This is typical inverse FEG there. Mega move. Did I cover Pepe? We looked at it for a brief second. You can't really cover. I can't really analyze Pepe. Man, I wish I could close this, but I can't. I have to wait for the frickin'. I gotta wait 15 more minutes. Guys, if this right here is me competing with guys, Moore's gonna definitely win today. I'd be shocked if it didn't. Our count down to 400 now in profit. Bitcoin predictions. Come on, I want you to work. End of the year will be down 0. Down to 0. No, we'll see. Come on, brother. More wins. More always wins. Yeah, I go against what I live for here on Bitcoin. I go against it, and we fail. Oh man, get ready to be shocked. Why is it gonna dump here in a second? I said I bet you guys 68,500. I'm glad it's playing out in what we looked at. Let's look at Pendle. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say, what is happening? BNB. All right, Pendle. Pendle. Yeah, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. You're killing me. You're killing me. Whoa. This thing did good. Well, no, it's just been holding. All right, Pendle. Wow, weekly time frame. So juicy here. You gonna load for me? Let me pull up. Sorry, I should have took off inverse FEGs. Took up regular FEGs because this one right here. Yes, sir. All right, so nice little retracement from this swing. All right, so this thing on the weekly had that beautiful swing. Bounced off the 618 and absolutely ripped. All right, went crazy. Ripped off the 618. Man, retesting that high there at 685. So with that 685 retest there, that's what we would have targeted. Okay, right there. Boom. Easy. $7. Pendle target. Now, after this breaking move with the change of character, we're looking now. Yes, this thing's money in the bank. Shoddy, what you think? All right, yeah, I'm putting this on the list. This is money in the bank. Shoddy, what you think? On the setups. Pendle. Put it on my list, brother. Put it on the setup list. We looking good. Now, watch for this thing to come back down, hold up off the 50% level. But that being said, this thing going meep, and then meep. If that happens, man, we will be cashing in big. Get ready. Get ready for a Pendle setup of your life. All right. What the heck? Come back to me. Come back to me. There you go. So if that does set up, guys, they would have to close today where it's at. Pendle looks good, though. Retrace, man, at 50% level, lining up above that change of character. Everything looks good for a very good uptrend retracement. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's look at the signals and overlays, too, now, because this is spaced pretty well. Sensitivity, 11, as said in the dashboard. Boom. Okay, so this is money. So if this thing makes that move back down, it's going to touch that Neo Cloud. If we get that kind of set up there, could be, where's this sitting? Perfect. Yeah, so this is sitting quite nicely. I would say it could go hit $6 again. I'll be watching off 6, okay? Watching $6 there. If not, maybe we'll get a sooner than later one. But let's see if we can get a kind of fade and then nice little breaking move on this off of a little bit of a retracement. That would be money, right? Extreme, what's up, man? What are we talking about? Oh. Short. What are we shorting? What are we shorting, brother? Ah, man, crude oil had to stop us out today. Rune, is it back up? Rune is back up, too. Let's go. So, new ones on the list, the Euro and Pendle, man. Let's go back over Bitcoin and Ethereum here real quick, guys. Last little bit of time here. Loving the new multi-chart widget. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you do. We got any news? Let me check the news real quick. Ah, shoot. Hold on. Let me go back to this. I want to leave this up. Yo, what? PK, that's nuts, brother. Nvidia's market cap is more than the entire stock market of both Saudi Arabia and Canada. I mean, it makes sense for Canada. But Saudi Arabia, that's nuts. That's crazy. Nice jump on the yield. Ooh. How's that moving? Is that moving well? CVX? Or is Chevron moving? I'm so used to typing CVX USD. After hours, not much. I keep forgetting, man. It's already 3. Crazy. Or 4, yes. Ethereum's ready to make its move, that's for sure. That was the other day, though. Let me go back. Why am I so behind here? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's my B. Make sure. Okay. Just updating with everything going on. All right, let's keep going. 956, dude. Got my sweet entry on NVIDIA at 956. Adam, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I will say you are a little late to the party, but granted, on this earnings, man, and then making $26 billion in a quarter. Again, $26 billion in one quarter. I'm happy for you with it still being up from that high, but in the 900s, man, I would have said, hey, any mega dip on NVIDIA, guys, you should have bought some. You can almost guarantee that majority people that wanted to pick some up were picking them up in the 800s the minute it dipped to 800, right? Luckily, I've had some from, I don't even know what my average price is now. I have to go back and look at it. This is another one that I've been buying over time. It's just insane, man. NVIDIA is incredible. What a run for Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Let's go back. All right, yeah, I forgot to. Let's go over Bitcoin now. All right, so just had to fail out on that one. Man, dude, just had to hit the more. We had the less, and just had to hit the more. I mean, come on, brother. All right, let's get to it. All right, first off, Bitcoin. We talked about it already. Daily's looking great, guys. Daily's looking great on Bitcoin. We got 10 minutes left here. We're going to go over Bitcoin and Ethereum and possibly Solana again. Let me pull this up, and then we're going to call it a stream. But Bitcoin, remember, guys, right here, 6,700, right? We loved this area right here. As long as it's going to hold up kind of this kind of range here, I'm happy. Above 67K. We really liked it for our Bitcoin prediction today for a break of that low, but it just literally made a breaking move to the downside, swept these lows. It closed over on the 15-minute, created that inverse FEG, and absolutely ripped. I mean, unreal. Massive move. So great job if you were on more, because that's probably going to hit here in 9 minutes. So great job. My less is going to be a bummer. That being said, right now, though, going back to the 4-hour, though, let's look at it. 4-hour candle closing back bullish, which is quite interesting. 4-hour looks a little wonky, right? Which is okay, though. I mean, obviously, I'm happy because we're going up. Not for my Bitcoin prediction, though. Higher low in play, right? This is a higher low. Even though you have this bear change character, higher low, still coming off of this previous low. Again, today, though, on the daily, if this thing can close up over yesterday's open, which was 68,507 or anywhere around the 68.5 level, I'll be happy. That could send us into tomorrow. Look for a candle like this tomorrow. Okay? where it closes like this or takes it out, right? Look for a candle like that tomorrow. Being a red day, right? We like to say the beginning of candles being red in general, regardless of the time frame, is always a good sign if it starts off red. I'm not a huge fan that it started off and made a higher wick up there. This thing wicked up at 670, 687. So we'll see where it's at coming tomorrow. But this week alone on Bitcoin, if we can close over 70, I'll be happy. I don't want there to be any upper wick this week. Like or if anything, it needs to be very tiny. A candle like this would be ideal, or even a candle like this where it, had a lower wick that was bigger than the upper wick. That would be ideal. Anything like that on Bitcoin this week is what we want. It doesn't necessarily have to go up and break out of that high. If it did, I would be happy. I'd be very happy. But in this case, yeah, if that doesn't happen, whatever. Let's go to, we just need to keep an eye on that 70K mark this week and closing over last week's open of 66,274. Let's jump over to Ethereum really quickly. Ethereum today, almost, at $59 away from green. This is a great time, right? This thing's trading back above yesterday's opening price. Gotta love that. Can't get better than that. Especially on a red day, right? Can't get better than that on a red day. This thing retracing nice on a 4-hour. We talked about the idea of this thing literally all it has to hold is kind of over this 3650, right? Or yeah, 3650. It holds 3650. This thing is probably going to make its continuation here soon. I want a weekly candle to close over 4K. If that can happen this week, that'd be ideal. A weekly candle needs to close over 4K, and I'll be very happy. 39.27 comes from a weekly open close high back in 2021. We've had a lot of problems here, right? Already had problems. So right now, just watching continuous trade over, at the very most would be 3780, 3790, 3800-ish. But we're okay with this thing coming back down and trading around the 3700s, right? So that's pretty much what we're going to be watching this week. If it's trading in this range, we're great. This thing finally made its breaking move, right? Finally made its breaking move, which is awesome. So we've been waiting for the ETF news. Once those reports are in, we will get the ticker symbols so we can talk about them. Once they get released, stay tuned for that. When is DUP? What? Excuse me. But man, this actually might be close here. We got 6 minutes. Who knows? For Ethereum though, for Solana though, look at the daily coming back. Wow, what a bounce back. We said on Solana, so long as it's trading above 160, right? A happy camper. This week, close over 174, please. Please close over 174. Be really nice. But again, this week though, closing where it's at like this could be really good for it too. So anything closing and trading above 160, we're gonna be leaning to that upside breaking move. We just gotta kind of wait it out and be ready for anything, right? Somebody mentioned Matic. I forgot. Did Matic make a move? Not really. Matic has made 0 moves. Never mind. Matic though, get up over 80. 80. If it's above 80, I'll be happy. But for now, it's stuck. Where did the NQ end up closing? Let's go look at that. Man, wow. NQ closed over yesterday's high, guys. What did we say earlier on stream?
Who's your daddy?
What did we say earlier on stream, right? We were talking about the NQ pretty much creating that bullish hidden divergence. This thing's probably going to go break that 19, right? This thing comes down, right? Lower high, setting higher highs. This thing's ready, if it creates a high low here, to break through 19. More than likely, it's going to freaking crush it. What if Soul pumps 76 and closes at 170? If it closes above 160, man, that's it. We're happy. Closing above 160. The Euro, remember, we have a trade idea on the Euro coming in. Trade idea on the Euro coming in. So the Euro right now, we're just waiting for this 4-hour candle to come back a little bit, create potentially a higher low around the 108.5 area, or even just a 108.4 area. So keep a close eye on that in the Euro for potential trade setup would be ideal. The only other setup we discussed was Pendle. Pendle was one. We're in a trade on Rune really quickly. Let's go to that. We're in a Rune trade right now. So our Rune trade, guys, remember, go to the daily. Oscillator still making turning points. We discussed this potentially being an oscillator bull flag formation, which would be huge. That would be awesome. But next target is 732, which rejected before. If you were in this trade initially, you already took profits there, hopefully. I hope you did. If not, please tell me you took profits at least 7 and you're holding the rest. But for now, looking for another 25% to take out at 7.32. We took 25% out at 7. We're looking for 7.32 for profit again. And then after that, we'll talk about it. We'll probably look at 7.80, if not like $8. More than likely, it'd be $8 because we want a bigger run. Would you close the position for December 23 with a liquidation price of 8K just because 30%? No. Hell no. On Bitcoin? Can we do Bitcoin predictions over 1 hour and 47 minutes? What do you mean? No. It's whenever we hit the 2 hour mark, it's literally a little less than 2 hours you guys all have on the Bitcoin prediction. It's all for fun there, brother. I know I know you guys like taking it very seriously, but it's all for fun. Oh man, we got 2 minutes left. Even with some crazy funding fees. What are you talking about? Government. Oh, I got you. We got 2 minutes left here. Did you look at Link? Now you're just trying to mess with me. Did I look at Link? Okay, guys, come on. Let's act like we've been here before. Yeah, we looked at Link. Everybody's asking about Link for some reason. I don't know why. Goodness gracious. Man, the freaking less is going to hit. That's annoying. Sorry, the more is going to hit. That was rough. Man, we literally said, that sweep happened. We were cashing in big. Sweep happened. I can't close this for another 2 minutes. Oh, almost 1 minute now. All right, here we go. ADA. Really quickly. How's it look? ADA's got to get through 50, man. I would want to break through 50. All right, my friends. We can count it down together. We got 1 minute left. Let's go to 1 minute. 1 minute left. We almost had the right Bitcoin prediction today. In 1 minute, guys, at the beginning of every stream, I ask you if you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less than a certain price at the beginning of that stream. I enter my prediction, and you guys enter yours. We're competing. Today, our more is going to hit, so congratulations to all the mores out there. In just a second, we'll see. I wanted to go with less. We were right at first, and it pretty much ate us alive at the end. That's the problem with trying to predict something that's going to, inevitably happen in an hour and like 30 minutes or whatever. It's just so hard, man. I get it now. So I can finally close this in 10 seconds. The winner might be more in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winners more. Congratulations to our more winners. Let's get it. Great job. You're a more winner. Great job. Let's see who our mores were for the day here really quickly, my friends. Let's see where our mores are. Let's do this. Wait, that's just fine. I'm going to just leave it like this. I'll fix it later. I got to fix the end screen. I got to make a new one. Let's see where our more winners are at. See who is in it to win it. All right. More winners. Here you go. Here's our more. We got Marland with the more. I got to fix the chat box. Hold on. Just got to get this updated. Let's get something bumping, dude. What are we doing? Let's just to the end. Here we go. All right, guys. Congratulations to all of our mores. Here you go, Marland with the more. Let's go, Marland. Sortic with the more. Good to see Sortic back in the list. He's been away for some reason. We got John Paul with the more. We got Rio de Janeiro with the more. We got Crypto Mindset with the more. We got Silent with the more. We got Bash with the more. Look at all you guys inversing me. Come on, brother. Inversing me. There you go. I'm going to blow your ears out for inversing me. We got Land Crypto with the less. Brad with the more. Come on, Land Crypto. Hold on. Come on, Jacob. Come on. All right, there you go. I did it for me. Come on, Jacob. All right, now let's keep going. Land Crypto with the less. Come on, Land Crypto. Jazz B with the less. We got Doberman with the more. Jockey with the more. Punk Channer with the more. Ed with the more. Gavino with the more. Igor with the more. Rip RP Hizzle with the more. Dora with the less. Come on, Dora. We got Robert with the more. Dennis with the less. Come on, Dennis. We got Cyrox with the less. Come on, Cyrox. What are you doing, brother? Uzi with the more. BK with the more. BK, get out of here. He's a mod that doesn't count. Just kidding. Bolo with the less. Bolo. Come on, man. We got Meeting with the less. Yeleb with the less. Come on, guys. Ally with the more. Irvin with the less. Nuri with the more. Aaron with the less. If you said less, come on, man. One more time. On the back. Great job, guys. Great job, my friends. If you said less, great job. We had that sweeping move. Ended up coming back, rallying off hard. Nonetheless, though, we're still up 400 on the account, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see. Doing Bitcoin predictions every day for the longest time, right? That's going to be interesting. Going to be very interesting, guys. Besides that, my friends, if you haven't already, make sure you go and you follow our Twitter. We keep you up to date with everything you need to know in the freaking world on whether it's market or anything that's going to be affecting the market. We keep you updated. I was going to say whether it's market or anything else, but that's not true. Everything market related, my friends. Man, it's good to be back. Good to be back on the screw ups. All right, guys. Yeah, besides that, remember we were closed on Monday. So it's a short week, right? Usually lower volume on short weeks, but we were green today. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Got to remember that. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Jacob. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We got a few feds talking, and then the beige book released at 2. BK, is that important? I don't even remember this being that important. I could be wrong. GDP is huge, obviously on Thursday, 8:30 a.m., as well as the wholesale inventories, or retail and wholesale inventories, and then pending home sales at 10 a.m. as well. And then the Fed Williams speaks at 12:05. So we're not going to have Jerome this week, I don't think. We got PCI on Friday. That's really important, so keep an eye on that. That's all pre-market, though, guys. Hour before market open. All very important things, okay? Congrats to our moral winners for the last time. Make sure you go follow Twitter if you want all updates. Also, make sure you join the Discord, right? We have a live stream that goes on in the Discord as well. Pretty chill. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. I don't remember it affecting it much. Yeah, pretty chill stream, guys. We're, in a new environment. I'm going to be setting this up even more, getting this, I don't know. We're going to have some fun things. We have a big space now, right? We got a huge space. So with the bigger space, we can do a lot of fun things in here. And we'll play around with it and, add on to the stream as much as we can, guys. I appreciate you all being here. Join the Discord. We do an earlier stream on Discord with our boy Mickey, community manager. He goes over the indicators if that interests you. If not, just join Discord. Come hang out. Guys, I think you are right. We need a HODL gang section to the Discord. So coming soon. I'm going to mention that to the team, see how we can do it. HODL gang section to the Discord coming soon. I don't know if it's going to be a section of our current Discord or what, but we're going to figure something out to where anybody that's part of the HODL gang can join that. So we have to figure out how to do it. But stay tuned for that. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to just chat with you guys, see what y'all are trading and have a good time, right? I would love to get more personal with you guys and look at trades and stuff. And that's it, just trades. Just because I said personal doesn't mean we're getting too comfy, okay? You feel me? You feel me? Man, that 68,500 yet again. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I need to create an end screen that's not saying intro, but thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow between 1 and 2 Eastern, okay? Tomorrow we'll be on time. I just had to make sure everything was looking good for this chat and the stream. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Peace. I can't really turn the camera off now. I just gotta sit here. I guess I could do like here, I could do this. Hold on. Let's just create another scene really quickly. End. Wait, hold on. Now you're bearing with me. I gotta create a new end screen for you guys. Bear with me really quickly. End. Ending. I don't have a green screen anymore, so I can't just get rid of it. Now you can't see me. Hold on. Let's just do this for now. You can't see me. Where did I do that? Here it is. Boom. And there you go. Wow. What a great end screen. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Who's your daddy?